Hey everybody, it's Amanda. I'm really excited, and as you can see, I'm starting to feel some fall vibes. We have tons of fall things coming into stores, and not only that, but I'm feeling like I need to be doing some of my fall rituals a little bit early, okay? But I know that we need to budget for the month of September. So let's get into it. But before we get started, I did want to say I came up with a crisp $10 bill to go ahead and put into my pig Hamlet here, because stuffed pigs are the best kind of pigs, right? And as you can see, I need to poke some of this money down in there, but there we go. Okay, so he got some money. He's happy when he gets some sort of money on a regular basis. I also have a couple of pieces of Happy Meal, and I have my budget all written out, calculated out, ready to go. Okay, so here is my bill payment tracker. I get asked about this quite a bit. This is from Amazon. All you have to do in the search bar is put bill payment tracker book, and it does show up. I believe that this ranges between $7.99 to $14.99. I received it as a wonderful gift. Okay, so the budget's going to look a little different. Okay, and I'm going to talk about all of the ups and the downs, dealing with car stuff. We're going to talk about jobs that are changing, pay things are changing. I'm not going to really talk about the jobs. I'm just going to talk about the pay, because this is what mostly budgeting real life on a low income channel. So I don't really need to talk in depth about work or any of the sorts, just that things are changing. You're seeing some different numbers than before because life is lifing, and that's okay. Because it has to be okay, right? So when it comes to my budget, I list everything that I need in this first column as things that are absolutely mandatory, can't change it, can't do anything about it. These are the projected bills for the following month. So I budget my overall monthly budget at the end of the month. Things that you're not going to see on here are going to be these items here, because we do this based off of our paychecks. Okay, so what we stuff for wallet stuff depends on how much money we have left over and all the different things. Now, I do stuff a wallet for myself and my husband: groceries, fuel, household supplies, pet supplies, all the different things. I also stuff some sinking funds that are mandatories: emergency fund, car maintenance, house repairs. Those are all basic sinking funds. Okay, so we do our overall expense tracking and stuffing through the sheet, which, like I said, depends on how much we have left. I will say I have walked to work. I've walked home from work. We have had some car ups and downs, and we'll discuss that in this video. But let's get to the overall budget, because I feel like there are lots of folks that, want this part, right? So my space rent or lot rent. Somebody asked me again what space rent is. I own a 1966 single wide with my husband in a mobile home park, but I don't own the land. So I rent the lot every single month. Now, when we first moved in here, our lot rent was $550. It has been $550 for a long time. Now, subjectively, in November, we are going to be seeing a lot rent increase and it is no longer going to be $550. It'll be $605. And you're probably going, but why are you budgeting that in September? So that way I can get a feel for it. And not only that, but it's called budgeting ahead. Okay. And that way I'm a little ahead on this envelope than I anticipated. Okay. Water sewage is paid to the park. I still don't know how they bill it out. I have yet to see, oh my goodness, I have yet to receive a full-on water sewage bill explaining my usage and all the different things. So I did not have to pay water, sewage, or garbage in the month of August, which could be the case in September, which would make me feel better about the lot rent increase. Now, in the state of Oregon in which I live, rent can go up 10% every single year, and it's likely that they could do it again in the following year. So even though it's gone up and it'll go up in November, they could raise it again in January or February, 10%. Okay. Electric. So last month my bill was so small compared to previous months where it was really hot and we were running the AC in here. And if you guys have been here long enough, then you know that we had a weatherization program come in and they weatherized our home. Okay. That makes this hopefully the total for our monthly bill, because back here I stuffed $170, but I actually paid over the actual amount, which was $124 and some change. So we're actually ahead on our electric bill. Okay. But I want to keep that going. If you can keep a little ahead on things, I know it seems ridiculous but that bill doesn't have to be paid yet, or that extra money doesn't count. It does count, let me tell you, especially with winter coming, because I do live in the high desert. It is hot as all get out in the summer, and then it's really, really cold, snowing all the way through what you guys would consider spring, which for us is April, right? So it can snow in April on my birthday, living here. Internet has not changed. Hopefully that hasn't changed. I haven't heard anything from the hubby, and that bill is in his name, so he'll tell me. Okay. Car insurance, we did have a renewal, but here's the fun part about the renewal. It didn't go up. It went down. Yep. I don't know why, but it did go down. You can see the difference in the last payment here. $248. The one previous to that, $228. And now it's $197. Now, I do have some car things that I need to talk about, and some of you guys may be shocked by it, and some of you might not be. But things are changing. Home insurance. Our home insurance to ensure that our home is covered, and I believe it's $100,000 in liability for the damage if there would be anything done to their lot or neighborhood. Is $60 a month. Personal debt. I do have some personal debt that I am paying on. I'd love to become debt free, but the truth is that I'm on a low income, and right now with the way the economy is, I am really just trying to save money to then work on debt at the end of the year. That's the honest truth. I am likely going to start throwing some more at this personal debt so I can get rid of some of those unfortunate medical expenses. Because I can tell you, I am not going to tell everyone what all of it is, but I can say some of it is medical related. Okay. for both myself and my husband. Pandemic. We'll just say pandemic was not so nice to us, and a lot of people admittedly stated that they were charged during the time of the pandemic as well for things that should have been covered by their insurance. Yes, I know. I already tried for a long time to get it covered. It just never happened. Okay. Credit card. Credit card, I only have one left. I'm paying $150. Now, my credit card interest rate is fairly high. Someone keeps mentioning, go get yourself a 0% interest for 12 months. They don't qualify folks with my income for that. That's like it's a very middle-class rich person thing to say for someone who makes $14-15 an hour. Yeah, I know. I said it out loud. Gonna make somebody mad, but it's the truth. I want to put $100 into car maintenance. I want to put $100 into emergency fund. I want to put $150 into flooring in our house repair fund for future floor extravaganza where we have a floor party and we invite my husband's best friend, his contractor dad, and a few stragglers to come and help us with the floor with the promise of free room and board and, of course, continental breakfast. Okay, so that's the hope, is that by, I don't know, at least spring, I'd like to be able to put in new flooring. Okay. Family. We have some family events coming up in October. I'm not going to say what they are, but they're going to be fun. They're going to be fall related. Well, I guess I'm going to tell you one is for sure the pumpkin patch, because even though my kids act like they're too old, they really just want to go to the pumpkin patch. Yep. Yeah, my youngest kid, he wants to get on the zoo train. That's the thing. The zoo train is it. So let's talk about some things that happened over the last week. Some folks had no idea what was going on. I accidentally posted a post in my overall community page. Some saw it, some did not. And members know the whole story, but we were looking to replace one of our dumpy vehicles with a much more substantial rig for work purposes, for house repair purposes, and all the different things. There was an attempt to purchase a truck. Okay. However, this truck came with extra bells and whistles and ties and things that I don't wish to discuss fully on YouTube land, because some of it is personal, and I'm sure that this other party does not really want me to talk about them, and I have to be honest. I don't talk about people on this channel who don't know that I'm talking about them. So something in the realm of the universe said we were not going to be able to sell one of these cars to get this truck, and truck was very much so older, 90s model truck, but after bringing it to a mechanic, we found out that it needed head gasket, whether it be a complete head gasket, boy, my brain can't even think, a full head gasket replacement, or whether it was going to just need the new gasket, or if the heads needed to be worked on and all the different things. But it also had some transmission slips, which came up when we brought it to the mechanic. So that truck is null and void to us. We are not buying the truck. There is no ties to the truck. My husband was the main party involved with the truck, because was not going to be my truck. I mean, yes and no. I was not going to be able to drive the truck. I am a very short little lady. I am under 4'9", and my husband's very tall, and he would have had to drive the truck. Okay, especially because the cab seat didn't move up all the way. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that my insurance did get lowered a little bit because both of our cars are fairly old. They're fairly old. We have a 01 Chevy Impala, which actually has less work that needs to be done on it than the 2005 Subaru Legacy Outback. You guys have seen me do tons of videos in that Subaru, but unfortunately, it's up for sale. Okay, fortunately, but unfortunately, I really wanted to hold on to the Subaru and the Impala, but the Subaru needs so much work, and we're also now dealing with a headlight problem where the headlight is working and then it's not, and then it's working and then it's not, which made our mechanic think that could be something more than just the headlight. Now, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not looking for mechanic advice. I'm 99.9% sure I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. We are going to work on the Impala throughout the next foreseeable month. I am going to do a video, real life on a low income style, day in a life, getting my car fixed kind of situation. So that way you guys know you're not alone in those situations when they happen. Because cars are a pain in the butt. They're a pain in the butt. It is what it is. It's so expensive to drive. So expensive to drive. When I lived in the city, in the big city, I rode mass transit, and we had the Max and the bus. And this was long ago because the city is very far from me, 4 or 5 hour drive. So long ago, young Amanda in her 20s would ride mass transit. It's much cheaper. However, that could mean that we only have one car to insure in the next month. I don't have a magic wand. I don't have a magic wand to sell, and I don't have a crystal ball to tell me when or how or who wants the vehicle. I do know Subarus are very, very sought out. I'm not asking a whole lot for the Subaru, so I feel like it's very much so okay to use the money from the sale of the Subaru to fix up the Impala. The Impala did get new tires. Thank you to many of you guys who made that suggestion. I also want to give a special shout out. My good friend Susan, she has an envelope that she's been adding to, kind of like an angel fund, and she sent us some funds, very much so sporadic, very joyful, happy tears were shed, and that is how we were able to get tires for the Impala. Now that we know that that was what we wanted, after bringing the cars to the mechanic and making this big decision with a mechanic, I will say I'm very thankful. Thank you, Susan, for that. You are amazing. I don't get on this camera and e-big for money. I want to make sure y'all know that. Some of you guys have been on this platform with me for a long time, or maybe even from the beginning, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. I mean, honestly, there's times I probably couldn't have done it without support and views and clicks and likes and all the people giving me positive energy in the comments. It really does mean a lot. Okay, so this is a beautiful card. Now, I will tell you, my hubby is paranoid, and even though we don't live anywhere near the P.O. box, I know we have to drive to our P.O. box, did that on purpose for safety reasons. He did open all of these already, just to kind of see what was in there. So this is a beautiful card. I do keep everybody's card, and y'all know it. Oh, hello. Well, let's open this up and see what this says. Oh, okay. I need to, oh, okay, this does not have somebody's last name on it. That's good news. I'll read the card. It says, Dear Amanda and Jordan, I stumbled across your videos and became instantly hooked. I also became a member so I could access all your videos. Amanda, you're killing it with getting your debt paid off and saving. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sending positive energy so you can. Definitely. I appreciate that. I'm trying not to leave in too many personal details. I'm sorry you deal with such nosy people. They're just unhappy people that want to bring you down too. Agreed. And you know, honestly, it is human nature for folks to be curious. It is human nature for us to be curious about all of these very, very personal questions, right? Or personal comments. Please put this 20 in your Comic-Con spending money. You never know, you might see a Christmas ornament or something else that catches your eye. Keep it up, guys. You're an awesome couple. And remember, you're... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. So I'm going to leave this aside. I'm going to keep this in my cards. Some of you guys don't put any return addresses on these, which is kind of interesting. I know some did, some don't. If you want me to send you a card back, I can definitely do that. I have actually been thinking about buying bulk cards that I create on the computer. I've also thought about just doing Dollar Tree buy two for $1 cards to send back because I feel like it's very sweet. This is quite the amount of paper. Okay. Oh, wow, you guys. I am such a very lucky person to have a community like this. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I'm like tearing up right now. Says Amanda, excuse my rocky writing. I'm recovering from... Oh, she's recovering from surgery. As a result, I've myself under a couple in the past 2 months. I'm trying not to read too many things personal, okay? Because I don't know if they want me to share this with everybody. I just realized Comic-Con at the beginning of September, and I needed to get this off to you. I want you to give each of your children one $50 bill to spend there. A friend attended Comic-Con in San Diego recently, told me t-shirts were $40 to $45, but they can buy wherever they want. They can buy whatever they want with it. Oh, you're so sweet. Mention the gift. Okay, mention the gift on YouTube. Just don't mention my name. Okay, I won't. I'm a new subscriber and this is my first YouTube gift. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm glad I read that before I said your name. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I feel unbelievably blessed to have such a great community between budgeting and new people coming along. This has been a blessing, an absolute blessing. And this means that we get to put some more money into this envelope that I used from the bank. Specifically to the credit card company. I'm like, oh my God, I love you guys. You send these blank ones. Oh, I love you guys for that. Thanks. It's actually one of my credit cards. It's like, you have a $0 balance. I'm like, why are you even sending me a statement? I thought I set it to paperless, which I absolutely hate because, you know, let's be real. I don't really check my email like that because I have ADHD. That's just me. And I'm not an email gal. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 50, $620 to spend at Comic-Con. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know this for sure. But I hear that Mr. Sean Astin is going to be there. I would literally black out. I would hit the floor, black out. If you guys don't know by now, I have a black and white kitty. He was one that no one wanted in adoption. And I talked husband of mine, sweet husband of mine, who also has a big soft heart for animals, to keep black and white tuxedo kitty, and he's gonna get his berries snipped in the next week, and I am not gonna lie, I named him Rudy because of the movie Rudy with Sean Astin in it, because I think in my life I deserve to open my letter. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I know that sounds very cliche. But I was thinking about it, and if I can, which I'm not sure because a best friend of mine, who am I joking? One of my only best friends I've had throughout childhood was like, Amanda, they might not allow you to record in there. I'm like, I hope they do. At least with Sean Astin. Please! Okay, anyway, I'm getting a little crazy now. By the way, this pumpkin buttercream, this candle smells like I should eat it. I'm not gonna eat it, but you know, I'm gonna go do something fall-like. I think that's my jam. I love fall. It's gonna be my thing. Oh, also, pay, before we forget about all the things, pay is gonna change, okay? Hubby has lots of things lined up. Not only that, but here's the catch. Pay is gonna change because things are changing with all the jobs, scheduling. I don't know what's going to happen. It's turning into a dumpster fire. I'm trying to deal with it the best I can without spending my time crying and worrying and all the things. So I'm giving it to the universe and God, and I'm going to say it's going to be whatever it's going to be. Members know, you know. Also, we are going to be doing a bonus cash stuffing. I believe in the next few days in our savings challenges. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And my goodness, if anybody could pray for the fact that when I go to Comic-Con that Sean Astin is there, I will literally be praying myself, because I really, really want that to happen. I mean, I need it to happen, you see? I named a cat after this man, okay? Really great actor. Love all his movies. There's not one movie I have seen the man in and said, yeah, that was a terrible movie. It was terrible. It was horrible. Alright, you guys, I'm getting silly. But as always, you can only do what you can with what you got, because it's all you have to work with. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like and share and subscribe, because I never ask for that. And if you want to hit me up on Instagram, you know where I am, Amanda's Budgets. If you don't, you now know, because that used to be my YouTube name. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!